The engine compartment is accessed by lifting up the sun lounge pad. Gas shocks on each side keep the hatch open.
On the port forward bulkhead is the back of the battery switch that goes to the single battery for the boat. Be sure the battery is not corroded and is in good working condition. Never use wing nuts to fasten the cables to the battery. The vibration could cause them to disconnect. There are cargo nets on both sides of the engine, so you can use space on the outboard sides as storage. The serpentine belt is on the front part of the engine. It runs the raw water cooling pump, the alternator, and the power steering. In front of the cowling, there's a sticker to help you when doing maintenance on your boat. Yellow is for engine oil, black is drive oil, brown is power steering, and blue is for engine water. On the underside of the fuse box cover are spare fuses in the event that your fuses need to be replaced. The fuses are clearly labeled on the top of the fuse box. The oil dipstick is yellow, and it is mounted on the forward port corner. To check the oil level, remove the dipstick. Wipe it off, put it back in, pull it back out, and check that the oil level is at the correct mark on the dipstick. Be sure to reinsert the dipstick firmly when you are done. If you find you need to add oil, here is where you fill it. The oil filter is here, and the fuel filter is here. All of the filters need to be changed in accordance with the maintenance schedule of your engine, which you will find in your owner's manual. This is the emissions calibration module. It stores all of the information about your engine. This is the brain of the boat, and something you should never touch. Only a certified technician should ever work on this. The steering system is engine-driven hydraulic power steering. On the starboard side is the electric hydraulic power unit with reservoir that raises and lowers the stern drive. The white navigation and anchor light is stored here on the forward bulkhead in the engine compartment. The large black hoses are blower hoses which remove the fumes that accumulate in the engine room. This white piece in the middle of the black hose is the fan. You may have the optional 12-volt electric freshwater demand pump on the port transom corner. It has a filter on the supply side of the pump and a sight glass to check the filter. The freshwater holding tank is also on the port side. The blue tubing coming from the freshwater pump goes aft to the transom shower, and if you have a bigger sport boat, it also goes forward to the cockpit sink.
The bilge pump has an automatic float switch, which operates independent of the battery switch of the boat. Therefore, the bilge pump will operate even though the battery switch is not on.
To check the operation of the float switch, rotate the knob on its axis. There's an engine flush attachment on the forward starboard side. To flush the engine, attach a garden hose. You can also use muffs over your water intakes attached to a garden hose for a thorough freshwater cleaning. Always check your hoses and clamps in the engine room. Replace them whenever they look worn or corroded so that all of your systems stay in good working order. The engine should be broken in for the first 10 operating hours. You should operate the engine normally, but do not operate at full load except for short periods. Do not run the engine at a constant engine speed for long during the break-in period. Check the oil level more often than is normally recommended. The engine can be expected to use more engine oil during the break-in period than would otherwise be normal. When winterizing the boat, there are many things that need to be done, like draining hoses and running antifreeze throughout the systems.
We highly recommend that a technician prepares your boat for winterization. If this is not done correctly, it could cause major damage.